Come back to another moment, another episode with Eternal Peters. Thank you for your contribution towards this growth on this page. I really appreciate you all. So today, I have something interesting to share with you all. So was like last month, I was going through my Twitter account and I found an interesting tweet from someone. I'm going to read it out and I'm going to talk on that. The person says, "Isn't this life funny? The man in suits look really classy and successful until you find out that they work for the man in t-shirt and jean." So yeah, I'm here to correct the notion which says that your look does not justify how successful you are. There are some people that they dress casually and they are CEO of organization. Mark Zuckerberg is an example. Elon Musk is an example. Mark will just dress in round t-shirt and jean, but do you know the net worth of that guy? Now, let me now throw us back in the 90s. Our parents so much believes in education, so much believe in academics, in the sense that they made sure every of their children go to school, acquire education, which brings us the notion which says education is the key. Back then, everybody believes that as long you go to school, you would be successful. Then, if you go to school, there is high tendency that after your completion of education, your completion of school, there is a job waiting for you. It was like that. Some that were unable to go to school due to one issue, due to one problem or the other, they were sent to learn a trade. But where I'm going to is this: both the person that was being sent to acquire a skill and the person that was being sent to school, there is only one outcome that everybody is looking after, which is being successful. Now, the person that was being sent to acquire a skill, after the completion of the skill, had his own fame to himself. It might be tailoring or carpenter. Those were the major apprentices then. After the years of training, he has his own store. He became successful. You can't expect someone that went to training to learn furniture or carpentry work or tailoring work to start dressing in suits. It's impossible. But a banker going to work or a professor going to work, then you can't expect them to dress casually. Our belief system in being successful different from each other. So as the world progresses, we've come to discover that going to school alone is not only the major factor of being successful. Why? The rate of unemployment is high. Yeah. So along the line, people tend to shift their attention from only having the academic certificates to acquiring skills. That's why majority of people are into sales and marketing, affiliate marketing, web development, graphics design, and so on. Even they are from tailoring now, they rebrand themselves to fashion designers. From carpentry, they rebrand themselves to furnitures. That's how life is. Everybody wants to be successful, irrespective of how they dress, how they look. If you see Tony Elumelu, the man is all dressed in suit, we know that this is Tony Elumelu. If you see Mark Ranek, both of them are successful men, but they brand themselves in a way that is different from how we see things. So don't conclude on people based on the personality of them you see. Don't conclude on people based on their look, based on their appearances. I know they says be dressed the way you want to be addressed, but if we actually work with that all the time, we might miss great important people in our life. And if we miss that, we don't know what might actually happens to the help they can as well render for us. You going to school, if you believe that's the path for you, go for it. Use everything you've got to make sure you get an excellent result and you follow the path of academic success. If you believe, if you trust that in skill you would be successful, then focus on the skill. Don't try to talk down on people that are going to school or talk down on people that are acquiring skills because you feel that one is successful than the other. Those that go to school are successful. Those that are learning skills are also successful. So, irrespective of who anybody works for, we all want to have food on our table. There are a lot of graduates today that are working for illiterate. That doesn't take anything from them. They went to school. They paid years of sacrifices to be who they are today. You can't just walk up one day and talk down on them because they're working for an illiterate. No, the life aren't working like that. Life doesn't work like that. If you see Otedola today, it's a great man that we respect it. There was a footage, I think 3 years back, he went casually to board BRT or I don't know in Lagos. People did not actually recognize the man because he dressed casually. We actually miss a lot of important people in our life due to the fact that they dress casually, they dress exactly like us. So the moment we see them dressing casually, we don't tend to look at the inward, we only see the outward. Then we conclude we are on the same page. This person does not have anything to render to me. This person does not have anything to help me with. Therefore, I will just treat him casually. But within, they are dignified people. So don't talk down on people because on how they appear. Tend to move close to them before you can conclude on a person. We just make a conclusion on people based on how they appear to us. Even somebody that it might not even be money. Helping people is not all about having money. They might not have the money, but they might have the connection that can fetch you work. Then at the same time, the work in turns be into money. So now imagine Mark Zuckerberg, a CEO of Facebook and other social media platforms, going to office just a casual round neck and a jean with sneakers, and maybe a computer science graduate or an accountant, when suit on going to office, is going to his work. So are you telling me the person is not being paid for the service he's rendering to the company? He's being paid. Aren't he successful? He's successful. Isn't the CEO successful? He's successful. We all grew up with another that says the fingers aren't equal. Imagine if everybody's a CEO, who's going to work? Who's going to be the accountant? Who's going to be the staffs? Who are going to be the workers in the productive team? What those are going to be there? If everybody want to be an engineer, what about that sectors of life? We are in this world. Our focus, our passion is different. See, being successful alone is not all about you being a CEO of an organization. You can work in banks and you're successful. I find, like I said in my former episode, everybody definition, everybody focus of being successful is having money. Imagine why a lot of people are actually running away from classmate reunion. They will say they've not yet acquired what they wanted to achieve. What they want to achieve? Build house, buy car. Are you going to acquire those things without the presence of money? So everybody wants to be successful in their own terms. So if you see the salary of bankers, you'll be like, wow. So these people are earning this much. If you see the salary of a doctor, they are earning as much as they pay them. Now you now wake up one day and you see the salary of a web designer, you're like, wow, these people are actually earning this much compared to those that spent years in school. But is the banker complaining to you that there's no food on his table? Or neither is the doctor complaining that they are paying low? So everybody is being successful in their own position they find themselves. The world that we are is full of competition. It's full of different individual fields, individual differences. So my point is this: if your focus is on academic, go for it. If your focus is the skill you want to acquire, go for it. Don't talk down on anybody's path. Don't just conclude, I know where this person is actually going to. School is calm. School is never is calm. Because the reason an illiterate would employ you, a graduate, is because he needs your service. Being an illiterate is not only the ability to read and write. Being an illiterate is about you having ignorance in some part of life. If maybe you want to set up a company, you only know about the production. What about the accounting aspect? You are illiterate in that particular part. But if you're thinking about illiterate, you are working for an illiterate, you are working for an illiterate, you might actually go far. So if your focus is acquiring a skill and you feel that's what will make you be successful, go for it. And if your last hope is on academic, brothers and sisters, use everything you've got, pay the sacrifice, and work towards an excellent result and see the outcome. Maybe you won't be successful or not. Don't allow anybody to discourage you. Don't allow anybody to talk down on your path. Don't let discouragement set you back in life. Choose your path, choose your way, choose your path, choose everything that you believe in, that this path is sure for me. I'm going to make it. I'm going to be successful in this path. Nobody just wake up one day and say, I want to become a content creator. Nobody just wake up one day and say, I want to become a graphic designer. They've actually seen something. So don't allow anybody to discourage you. As long food is being placed on your table and you're not begging for food, as long you can provide, you can afford your needs and your want, you are successful. Don't allow anybody to talk down on your hustle. And at the same time, life's not only about food alone. Don't be relaxed. You can still improve. There is still more to enjoy in this life. So I've established a point. School is not a scam. Your current position right now is not the best of you. There is still more. Your salary or the money that you are acquiring now is not the best of you. There is still more. You can improve on your skill. You can get more certificates that will earn you more money. You get? Thank you. Because I know on this page, we are breeding successful people. We are breeding people that will create positive impact in life. We are breeding people that will not have the same mentality of judging people by their appearances. We are building people that once they establish their goal, they know this thing is actually achievable. Thank you. And trust me, if you want to listen to more content like this, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and comment. Share this with your friends and family, including your foes.